was born here, raised here in Syracuse in the city, lived on the east side, and went to school here. Full service florist. We do all sorts of funerals, weddings, hospital, so we do everything in the aspect of the floral industry. Probably back in the 50s and the 60s, basically were plants and flowers. You know, as times change and you get more competition out there, and everybody's, you know, back in the 70s and 80s, there was the street vendors are always said, you know, during the holidays selling flowers. Then you got the supermarkets. So trying to keep things going is when we started adding on balloons and candy, and we do some snack baskets, fruit baskets, different things like that, stuffed animals that we can do as we call them as add-ons. So if someone calls and they're sending flowers up to the hospital, you know, we can say, would you like to add a balloon onto it, you know, kind of old McDonald's theory, you know, would you like an apple pie with that, you know, type of thing, as I said years ago. And that. So I was going to school here in Syracuse, so, you know, I was helping out here, and it kind of just flowed that I was helping out because, you know, the times were changing, and then, you know, and so I just kind of almost like fell into it. So I was being part of it. I always worked as a kid, you know, but I wasn't sure that I was going to do this. But as I was working here, and I kind of thought back, you know, if we're going back, you know, quite a few years. I'm 56, so, you know, back getting out of, you know, going to college here and then working here, it was kind of a business that it was already started that I can come into. Been in business for 50 years, so we do have a lot of customers that have been doing business with my father since then that still do business with us. At this point in my life, it's like, you know, okay, my kids are not interested in the business. You know, it's kind of like I'm on a kind of like a hold because, you know, if I have no one coming up, you know, in the footsteps behind me, you know, do I, you know, increase it for what? For me to work more? You know, as you want to try to figure out, you know, your exit plan, you know, thinking of 10 to 15 years from now, do I want to be working 7 days a week, 8 hours a day? Because there's a lot of time involved. So, you know, we're always trying to increase the business, you know, but as far as much as I did probably in my younger days, I'm probably not as energetic as it, because, you know, it's only meaning that I have to work more. Well, you know, as a parent, you want to see your children do what they enjoy. So it does not bother me that they don't want to, you know, come into this business. They've always been here to help me. I mean, when they were in high school, when Valentine's Day would come up and we'd have 3,000 roses to clean, they'd get their friends up here, and I'd pay them all. They'd come back here and, you know, bring them a couple pizzas, and they would clean all the roses for me. So they were always helping out at times when they're around to give us a hand. But no, if it came to a point where I had to sell, you know, to someone else, no, you know, it wouldn't. I, you know, put a lot of time in here, and, you know, I've been here since working here since I was like 14, 15 years old. So if I wasn't dedicated or passionate, I would have been out a long time ago.